let's do a Loz lesson about manifesting on a time crunch, because I've just had a few suggestions about that, and a lot of you are obsessed with the time and you're not understanding about time crunches and how being on a time crunch to manifest your desire can actually fuck your desire up, or you can manifest on a time crunch. I'm not saying you can't, but in this video I'll tell you how to and how you might be stuffing it up if you're doing it on a time crunch. So guys, I know that I just contradicted myself, but you've got to understand, you can manifest on a time crunch, but I also don't recommend it. Now, the reason why I say I also don't recommend it is because most of you can't. Why am I saying that? That's an horrible thing, Loz, to say that I can't. Can you? You tell me. Because so many of you come in here asking me, can I manifest on a time crunch? If you're asking me, the answer is no. Right? If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. If you're even coming in here asking me, can I? The answer is no, because you think you can't. That's why you're fucking asking. It's like when a person comes in and says, can I ring my SP or text them? Is that okay? No, it's not okay, bitch, because you just had to ask me a question about whether it was okay. So the fact that you had to ask me whether it was okay tells me that you think it's not okay. So your assumption is it's not okay. So when you text them, it won't be fucking okay. Okay? You guys getting this? So if you're paranoid about the time and you're trying to manifest on a time crunch, unfortunately, it probably won't work for you because of your assumption about you need it really badly by this particular time. Now, I'm not saying you can't manifest on a time crunch. I do it all the fucking time. In fact, sometimes I manifest a lot quicker when I'm on a time crunch because I'm literally manifesting like a motherfucker, right? When I have someone in my life who's sick, or an animal is not well, or something's happened with money, or I need someone to tell me something, I will literally put words in people's mouths and make them tell me what I want to hear. A lot of you haven't got to that point yet because you don't believe you can do that. I believe I can do that, and I know I can do it because I do it all the fucking time. I'll either write it down and they'll literally say it to me, or I'll imagine them saying it over and over and over again, and then they'll say it to me. Either way, I put words in people's mouths all the time. Now, how am I doing that? I am in the faith that I am the power. I am in the knowing that I can do that. Are you in the knowing that you can manifest whatever you want? Most of you aren't, and that's why I said at the beginning of this Loz lesson, most of you won't be able to manifest in the time that you want on a time crunch because you don't have the same faith in yourself that you are God of your reality like I do. Until you get to that point, the doubt will kill your manifestation and then you won't get it in time. Oh, Loz, please don't tell me that. You're telling me I won't get my manifestation? Guys, you manifest what you are, not what you want. A lot of you are in the wanting stage, not in the it's here stage. If you were in the it's here stage, you wouldn't even be asking a question about a time crunch. If you're in the it's here stage, you wouldn't even be here watching this live. You wouldn't ask me questions. You wouldn't be in the doubting, you'd be in the knowing. And you could happily watch these videos and know that you know how to do this. You're just watching it for entertainment purposes only. A lot of you aren't watching this for entertainment purposes only. A lot of you are watching this because you're lost. A lot of you are watching this because you're doing too many techniques. A lot of you are watching this because you're confused as fuck by other coaches who aren't teaching this properly. A lot of you don't understand. You've got to know you are God of your reality and you can do this to be able to do this. Do you know that? Most of you don't. And I know that will scare the living bejesus out of 99% of you because 99% of you are scared. 99% of you think you can't do this. 99% of you don't get that everything that's happening right now is a manifestation of your own. Even the bad shit. And so many of you get so freaked out by that, but you've got to understand, doesn't that make you feel powerful? Doesn't it make you feel powerful that, oh my God, I've just manifested this really bad thing. I did that really quick. If I did that really quick, can't I manifest really quick the good thing that I do want? But a lot of you aren't getting that. You get so freaked out by the 3D circumstances that you're trying to change. You're not understanding. You really manifested that really, really well. You masterfully manifested that with your God self. So if the penny drops and you get that you did that, then you get that you can do the other thing that you really want on a time crunch, like I do. Now, are you in the knowing that you can, or are you in the doubting that you can't? That's what you need to ask yourself about everything you're manifesting, whether it's on a time crunch or not. Now, how you do manifest on a time crunch is be in the knowing that you can, and then imagine it to be done. So if I want to put words in someone's mouth, I will literally get out my scripting journal, which my cat has ruined, and I'll literally write down in here what I want someone to say. Right? I've literally got in here, I can see a line someone said to me. It's at the top of my journal here. Someone said it to me about 3 weeks ago. I wrote something someone was going to say to me, and it's literally written down. So it was in a text. So I imagined what they would say, and then I received it in a text. Now, how did I do that? Well, we're doing that right now in the Manifest Contact Challenge, and if you want to come and join the squad before it ends at the end of May, come and do that. And that's what people are doing right now. You'll see the successful stories of people who've manifested contact and literally got the text that they wrote inside the squad. You can see where they wrote it in the journal or where they wrote it in the comments in the squad, and then they're comparing and contrasting with the text they just got or the phone call they just got and the person said XYZ. They're showing us the proof that this works. But a lot of you don't think it works, and a lot of you need success stories. So if you need success stories, go into the squad right now and read them, because there's so much success of people actually getting word for word or close to what word for word they wrote in the scripting prompts. And every single day we're dropping scripting prompts for you to manifest the contact from your specific person that you crave, the loving, committed, beautiful, consistent contact that you want. Now, are you going to be of the faith, like I am, that when I do that, it'll work? The people who are getting success in the group are in the faith, in their own power, that they know that what they've scripted will manifest. Some people have written on the front of their journals, what I script in here manifests. What I write in here comes true. You can pick up a journal like that and not believe that. But you should believe that, guys, that what you write in here comes true. What you think in here comes true. But the problem is, most of what you're thinking in here is crap. And that's coming true. Do you realize that? Just think about it this way. Would you write the same amount of crap in this manifestation journal as you think in your own mind right now? I bet you this is clean and tidy and full of positivity and full of things you want to hear and things you want people to say to you and scenes you want to make manifest. 99.9% of this in here, or 100%, is positive and what I want to see and hear, what I want to manifest. About 50% of what's going on in here with most of you isn't what you want to manifest. And then you wonder why this isn't working. So you've scripted it in here 100%, but only 50% you're actually thinking it in here. The rest of the time you're worrying and thinking about the time and doubting yourself and thinking your person doesn't want you and worrying it's not here yet and asking me questions about where is it. And then you're wondering why this isn't equating to out here. The people in our Manifest Contact Challenge who've got from this to the contact, from this to the lovely text, from this to the commitment, from this to their SPs back, is because they believed 100% that this would work, that what I write in here comes true. And some of them did it on a time crunch. The biggest key here, guys, to manifesting in the time that you want is believing that you can and believing in your own power. And if you can't do that, you won't be able to manifest on a time crunch. You need to understand that. When I have done it successfully, it's because I have done it so fervently that I truly believe it will work. I have literally got my accountant to say word for word what I wrote down, the vet to say word for word what I've been affirming in my mind while they took my cat outside when she thought she had cancer, and she came back and told me exactly what I wanted her to say. I kept saying in my mind, it's just a cyst, it's just a cyst. She's going to come back and say, it's just a cyst. And she came out, oh, look, it's all right, it's just a cyst, when she told me before that she thought the cat was dying, right? I tell people what to say all the time. I plant the seed in my mind and it goes into their mind, and I imagine it to be done. You've got to imagine it to be done, guys, if you want it to be done out here. And a lot of you are imagining it to be done kind of, but then worrying that it's not here. And then you're fucking it up. You're writing it down in your journal in here thinking it's done, but then you're looking for it out here. You're screwing up the process. 100% of it's true in here, but you doubt it's true in here. So how do you expect it to be true out here? And that's the big mistake you're making about time, and the big mistake you're making about time crunches. And the other thing I'm going to say about time is every single time you say, where is it? You're in the state of, it's not here, so it won't be. Say that again. Every time you ask about time, you're in the assumption that it's not here. And the whole point of this is to imagine it's here already. So how are you going to manifest it if you keep saying to me, where is it, or how long is this going to take, or how long is this time going to take, or can I do it in time, or it's not here yet, why not, or I'm not seeing any movement. Don't you get that every time you say that, you're in the assumption that it's not here, so it won't be? Like, how many of you haven't got that yet? That every single time you ask about time, you are literally screwing it up. The delivery truck was halfway to your house to deliver your parcel. It was almost fulfilled, your dream, your wish, and you fucked it by thinking it wasn't coming. Guys, when you're in a restaurant and you order dinner, you assume it's coming, don't you? You don't sit there, waitress, excuse me, can you tell me how long it's going to take for this meal? I'm really not trusting that the chef is making it. He's surely making it. Can I go out the back there and just check that they're actually cooking my steak? Can I come in the kitchen? Oh, sorry, guys, sorry. Can I just see, is that my steak? I'm on table 255. Is that the table for 255? Is that my steak? Are you doing, you haven't done my steak? Oh, are you doing my steak? Excuse me, can I see if you're doing my steak? Can I just check that's cooking? No, you're not doing it either. Oh my God, no one's cooking my steak. Oh my God. Is that what you do in a restaurant? Can you imagine? You'd be thrown out. That's how most of you are on these lives. That's how most of you are in my questions in the squad, or in the free group. You're like that annoying Karen going into the fucking kitchen and demanding the chef show her the meal cooking. That bitch should be thrown out of that restaurant. Why do you think I get annoyed at you guys or frustrated when you keep asking me stuff? I'm like the chef going, lady, what are you not getting about this? You've got to give it a little time. It's cooking. Trust it's cooking, please. Please go and sit back down at your table before I get you thrown out, you stupid bitch. That's what most of you are doing when you worry about the time. You're being that Karen in the kitchen. Don't be Karen in the kitchen, guys. Trust it's here. Trust it's done. Trust it's coming if you can't even say it's done. Just trust. Please trust the process, because most of you fucking don't. All right, now I'm going to go down to the questions. Manifesting an SP to communicate, guys. We've got the Manifest Contact Challenge right now. Come and join it. And then you'll be there in time for the new love course dropping on June 3rd. And I'm not saying what it is yet. I'm announcing it next week. Or when this is on YouTube this week. Should I say you're going to call me as specific as that, or you're going to come back? You're doing going to. You're meant to be doing it's here already. They're calling me. We're in a beautiful relationship. It's done, not future. But you can do future shit if you want, because you haven't listened to me. Can you talk about detaching? Why? I don't teach that. Detach from what? Detach from your desire. I don't teach you to do that, guys. That's bullshit. That's some bullshit. I don't teach that. Go and watch some woo-woo bitch who teaches you that, who doesn't understand that you can't detach because you're going to think about it anyway. Detach from the outcome, sure, but you can't detach from your desire. Aren't you still going to want it? Well, you're telling me you can't want it. You can't sit there wanting it. Of course you're going to want it. How fucking dumb. So excited for the new mini course, just at the right time. Oh, wonderful, yes. Manifesting on time crunch with a great lesson. Well, I just did it. You can watch it back on YouTube. Do you need to detach for your SP to come back? Megan, you're very confused. You need to go and get back and begging my course about manifesting your specific person back. And not once in that 6-part course, or any of the videos, or the meditations, or the workbooks, do I mention the word detachment, except to say, that's fucking bullshit. Go and do that course. You're very lost. 3D lag versus old story, just still playing out, versus self-concept issue, how to tell the difference. What are you on about, Jess? 3D lag versus old story still playing out versus self-concept issue, how to tell the difference. Jess, you're confused as hell. Everything out here is because of what you're thinking now. Are you telling me that everything out here is because what you're thinking yesterday? You're still thinking it now. You're not understanding. Everything that's out here is because you're still thinking it. Everything can only be as you are. It can't be as you were yesterday or as you were 10 years ago. It can only be as you are now. So you are still thinking the shitty self-concept thoughts that you were thinking yesterday and 10 years ago right now. There is only the now. So don't tell me about 3D lag or old story versus self-concept. Your current self-concept is manifesting what's out here. And if it's full of old stories, it'll still manifest those old stories. You're currently only doing that now. The 3D lag doesn't really exist. It's literally what you are thinking now, except you're still fucking thinking the shit, and that's why it hasn't shown up. A lot of people teach this 3D lag thing, and I actually think I mentioned that a few times, like it's laggy, it's delayed. And you can think that, but what's delayed is your actual thinking. It's actually only a representation of what you're currently thinking, which is old thoughts, by the way, which is why it hasn't changed. You understanding that? So a lot of you prey on this like, oh my God, yes, it's delayed. Oh, good. It's only not showing up yet because this is all delayed out here because some fuckwit told you that. And that fuckwit who told you that didn't also say to you, yeah, it's a bit laggy and a bit delayed, but it's also because of you're still thinking it now. Do you not get that you're still thinking it now? Oh no, I've got rid of all old thoughts. Okay, so where is it then? Oh. Guys, are you getting this? Because you can only think in the now. So you need to change your now thoughts, darling. And I bet your now thoughts are full of old stories. Does that make sense? Because a lot of people don't teach that, and that's why you guys get confused. Time crunch, yes, I spoke about that. Manifesting more freedom, holidays, etc., feeling financially secure. Well, you've got to decide you're financially secure. Guys, if you feel insecure about money, you will literally not be able to manifest it. People with bad money mindset consistently lose money. The security in your mind comes first, not the outward security, right? Anyone who's rich will tell you they think rich. They think they're rich. They don't think like a poor person. A poor person thinks paycheck to paycheck. A poor person thinks about savings. A poor person thinks about poor ass thinking. Are you in poor ass thinking? Ask yourself and assess what your thoughts are about money right now, and you'll see why you're not feeling financially secure. Types of things I can do for myself to show myself I'm chosen. Well, guys, go and spoil yourself. Go and take yourself on a spa day or pamper yourself at home and give yourself a face mask and lie in the bath and do your nails and make yourself feel good about yourself. Take yourself on a shopping spree or just window shop. Anything you can do to make yourself feel better in the 3D, if that's what you're asking me. Otherwise, it's just changing your thinking, darling, okay? My business. What's the question, darling? If you really feel great about yourself, but SP is still not in the 3D, how do you avoid self-blame? You don't self-blame yourself, darling, but you recognize that you probably still have a really old story about someone, right? If they haven't still shown up in the 3D, you've got to recognize probably parts of you haven't completely changed. You think they have, but they haven't, because you're still holding on to the old story about them. And to hold on to the old story about them, it's connected to the old story of you, which means you're still thinking the old story thoughts about yourself. You might think you're not, you are. Because if you're still thinking the old story thoughts about them, it's connected like by a magic string, invisible string, to the old story about you. It's still there. Otherwise, why would you be thinking the old story about them? Why wouldn't it have changed? Towards the breakup, I kept asking for validation, or if he still wanted to be with me, or if I was the girlfriend. That's you feeling completely unchosen and unwanted by him, and thinking you're going to get rejected and not chosen. And so you keep asking him for validation that he's choosing you, and then I bet you any money he didn't. Because your fears were made manifest. Understand? My ex apologised for falling asleep yesterday when he said he would call. I want him to call today. Guys, that's just a whole lot of I'm not prioritised shit going on. Make sure you do my next course in the squad. So you get prioritised by them. That's all that is. How to manifest a green card on a time crunch. Well, didn't you just hear my whole lesson about time crunches? If you think it's a problem, if you think you aren't with a green card, if you think you aren't a resident, if you think you don't have the visa or the right to stay in the country, you won't. Imagine you have the right to stay in that country, and you will. Imagine you are a citizen even of that country. Go right to the end. My I saw that one. Open a new business, how to get customers, affirm. So you won't get customers right now, darling, because you're in the state of I need to get them. I need to get. Think about the difference between I have and I need to get, right? What's the difference there? You're in the state of getting and not having. I have so many customers. Customers come to me easily. I have so many clients and customers. I sell out. I have to hire staff. I'm overrun with work. I have so many customers. That's the way you need to think. Not about getting, about having. My favourite. Oh, thank you, darling. Hi, Loz. What would the process be if you wanted to get married? So Shelley Bullard actually has some excellent videos she's put out recently about how she manifested marriage. Because in the time that I've watched Shelley Bullard, I started watching her years ago, probably 3 years ago. She's gone through about 5 SPs since then. But, maybe 4. But the one she's with now, she married. And she talks about what she was imagining. So go and watch those recent videos on YouTube. Oh, no problem. Literally watch you every day. You make my day. Oh, you darling. It's like, I can't picture how we would talk again. I don't like how I reacted and I feel horrible. Darling, that's just a whole lot of you beating yourself up. You thinking you're doing things wrong. You've done things wrong. Forgive yourself because of the way you acted and imagine they've forgiven you and don't worry about it. Keep telling yourself you didn't do anything wrong. Use my I don't do things wrong sleep tape. It's a sleep tape I made for myself that you need to go and listen to in my 8-hour sleep affirmations playlist on YouTube, darling. Use that every night. How to get my dream body. I have a whole course about this called Manifest Your Dream Body, darling, but all you really need to do is imagine you have it already. In that course, I go in depth about how to do that, and there's lots and lots of success stories about that. And a whole lot of affirmations and a meditation to go with it. What to affirm that SP will give me a baby? Well, imagine you have the baby already, darling, not give you a baby. Imagine you have it. You're in the state of wanting, not in the state of having. Are you in the state of mum? No? Well, then you won't have a baby. Be in the state of mother. person already has it. Hi, Loz. What would the process be if you wanted to get... Oh, I saw that one. Just imagine you're married, darling. Thank you, Loz. It's starting to click with me. Good. Makes complete sense. Easy to falsely rely on the idea of 3D lag. Thanks for the explanation, Loz. Yes, guys, you can rely on that too much and not realize you're still thinking thoughts that are causing the lag. You see what I'm saying? Will the Manifest Contact Challenge be offered as a course on your website? It will be now, guys. We've decided to, because so many people got so much fucking success from it, and we're still getting success stories rolling in, that we will offer it as a course, because so many people are like, I really want to do this as an actual journal. I want the proper journal. So in a couple of weeks' time, you'll be able to buy it as a full course with the journal, with all the prompts, an affirmations guide, an affirmations tape from me, a meditation from me that no one got in the squad. It's brand new. And some bonuses. Okay, guys, it's going to be great. And videos. And I haven't dropped the last video yet in the squad, so you get 2 videos as well going with it. What was her name? Shelley Bullard, a manifestation coach on YouTube. She talks about how she got married, if you want to go watch those. So how would we manifest the best possible outcome if I don't really know what it is? Well, then just go right to the end of it all worked out. You don't even need to know what the best possible outcome is. Just imagine it's all done. It's all finished. Just imagine, I was successful. You don't need to be general. You're amazing. Thank you. Penny dropped, and thankful for this slap upside the head. Oh, thank you, Judy. 1, you're amazing. 2, penny dropped. Ah, thank you. SB came back and disappeared again. Whether to continue to manifest. What do you mean continue to manifest, Sylvia? You're very lost. You're manifesting right fucking now. You're actually manifesting him to not contact you. You manifested him to disappear. Are you realizing that? No. You need to watch all of my fucking videos because you're confused because you think manifestation is something to start doing. You manifested him away, darling, with your thinking that he'd abandon you, with your thinking that you'd be rejected, with your thinking he didn't want you. You did that. Well done. You're a masterful manifester. Now actually do it on purpose. Go and watch all my videos. Go and get my free course called Everything You Learned About Manifesting is Wrong, because you seem to think it's something to start doing. You're probably new. Go and get my free course on my website in my link tree. So how do we manifest to come back really quick? Oh my God, please go and watch this Loz lesson back on YouTube about a time crunch. If you're in the state of, I need him really quick, you're going to fuck it up. And he's not going to come back real quick because you're not in the state of it's done, it's here, everything's fine. You're too focused on time in a needy state. Exactly. What are good abandonment issue affirmations? Well, it depends on you guys. It depends what works for you. You could say, I'm so important. I'm too important to lose. No one would dare leave me. Now, someone could say, no one could dare leave me. And then the words leave me trigger you. It's up to you guys. And anyone who gives you like a blanket affirmation or thinks this magic bean affirmation is going to be the affirmation to give you. I do give affirmations in my courses based on the statements in my assessments and based on your fears. But you have to kind of make them suit you. Guys, listen to Loz. I had a one-to-one call in 2021. I got the job I wanted, got to travel, manifested new. Hang on. Where's the rest of this? Is this the Ellie I know or a different Ellie? Manifest new what? Love, marriage in 2022 and just had a baby in February. Oh, it's not the Ellie I had a call with, had my interview with. It's the other Ellie. Darling. And you had a baby in February. How wonderful, darling. Do you want to come on a Success Live interview with me? You can be the second Ellie. I'd love to talk to you, darling. I remember you now. Now I remember the way your name's written. Oh, my God. How exciting. I had a baby in February and marriage. Oh, darling, that's wonderful. Will you DM me if you want to? I'd love to interview you, darling. And I can find your notes in my old notepad. I hate to quit the tarot readings. Oh, my God, I think they make things so negative. Well, do, darling. Advice for self-talk while working a shift at work. I want to leave. Well, live in your mind while you're doing the shift work, darling, that you want to leave. Imagine you're somewhere else while you're there. What if my SPX told me he didn't want me anymore and there's a lot of conflict and drama around us? So stop saying there's a lot of conflict and drama. Imagine you're together. Forget what they said. That came out of your brain first. You embody the state of Abdullah. You already went to Barbados and went there first class slam. Exactly, guys. You went there first class. You don't imagine it's coming. You went there. You're there already. You're in Barbados. You are in Barbados. What do you think that means? Loz is ignoring my questions because she knows I already know. I got it going inside. I didn't even see it, darling. Honestly, didn't even see it. So we need to robotically affirm or flip thoughts. I don't teach you to robotically do that. Absolute bullshit. Proud Loz squad member. Oh, thank you, darling. Listen, I don't teach you to robotically do anything, darling. It just turns into gobbledygook in your mind and then you can't even remember what you're saying. I don't teach that. You just have to repetitively think new thoughts and be on top of your thinking. It's not even flipping thoughts, guys. It's just being aware. All I'm teaching you is awareness. Are you aware of what you're thinking? No? Well, then you're fucked. And you're thinking a whole lot of shit you don't realize you're thinking. I'm teaching you awareness. It's the power of your awareness. Some of you are relying on stupid techniques that some dumb bitch is teaching you that 2 years ago she was totally against. Do you know how many people are teaching robotic affirming on the internet and 2 years ago they were saying don't do that because it's now a trending topic and they're getting YouTube money from saying do it? A lot of you are just jumping on trends and you're not understanding this. It's just what you're aware of. If robotic affirming helps you, go and do it. But is that sustainable? Are you going to do that for the rest of your life? And what happens when you stop? You can do it if you want. But I don't teach that crap because it's totally unnecessary and a fucking waste of your energy. But go and do it if you really want to. Awareness of your dominant thoughts. That's all I'm teaching you, guys. Just heard some unfavorable stuff about SP. Can you do a little rant? You caused that. What do you want me to rant about? Whatever you heard came out of your brain first. When did you think that? You thought it at some point. You just don't realize. You're not recognizing your harvest. So all you need to know is, like the dog in the meme. I must have thought that at some point. I must have thought at some point that he might want someone else, and now there's a third party. Oh, how about that? I did that. Aren't I magical? Aren't I powerful? I can change it because I caused it. Go and watch my video called Overcoming Devastating Circumstances, where I've got the coffee cup in my hand like this and there's a dog in the meme with the coffee cup. Go and watch that, darling, on YouTube. You need to watch it. Watch the whole thing through and really get it. Then you'll know what to do. Okay, so thought we have at some point can manifest. Thoughts you have at any point can manifest as the dominant. What do you mean? My life has completely changed because of you, love. Just saying hi. Oh, Katie, thank you. Thank you so much. Join Loz Squad. Your life will change. I'm old member. Loz gets it Neville perfectly. Ah, thank you, darling. I've noticed that John Johnson or John Hayes, who I had a success interview with, is one of our mentors. Every time we have the welcome to the, sorry guys, people trying to go live with me. Every time we have the welcome to the squad email, he goes, welcome guys, your life's about to change. Isn't that nice? I'm like, oh, thanks, John. That's lovely. He writes that every time in the squad. All right, guys, I'm going to go. You can watch this back on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube now and you're watching me, please do subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and put the bell on so you know when my next video is. Also, follow me on TikTok, Instagram. Come and join my free Facebook group or come and join my monthly coaching group, The Squad, where my new love course will be dropping on June 3rd. And if you get in now, you can still get Manifest Contact, the challenge where people are getting contact from their SPs, old SPs, new SPs, all the contact they want. Come and join us, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.